By Mark Twain. We're getting along very well now, Adam and I, and getting better and better acquainted.
He does not try to avoid me anymore, which is a good sign, and shows that he likes to have me with him. That's good. And I decided to be useful to him in every way I can, so as to increase his regard. During the last day or two, I have taken all the work of naming things off his hands, and this has been a great relief to him, for he has no gift in that line, and is evidently very thankful. He can't think of a rational name to save him, but I do not let him see that I'm aware of his defects. Whenever a new creature comes along, I name it before he has time to expose himself by an awkward silence. In this way, I have saved him many embarrassments. I have no defect like this. The minute I set eyes on an animal, I know what it is. I don't have to reflect a moment. The name comes right out instantly, just as if it were an inspiration, as no doubt it is, for I am sure it wasn't in me half a minute before. I seem to know just by the shape of a creature, the way it acts, what animal it is. When the dodo came along, he thought it was a wildcat. I saw it in his eye, but I saved him, and I was careful not to do it in a way that could hurt his pride. I just spoke up in quite a natural way of pleasing surprise, and not as if I was dreaming of conveying information, and said, "Well, I do declare, isn't that a dodo?" I explained, without seeming to explain, how I know it for a dodo, and although I thought maybe he was a little piqued that I knew the creature went within it, it was quite evident that he admired me. That was very agreeable, and I thought of it more than once with gratification before I slept. How a little thing can make us happy when we feel that we have earned it.
When light comes falling, I'm my next is most fair pyramid. Ah, hey! Peter Quince, Luke the Bellows-man, Snap Tinker, what's going on? Stolen his left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but a fool if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, well, there's no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, yes. But man is but a patched fool if you will say what methought I had. Man's eye hath not heard, his ear hath not seen, man's hand cannot taste, his tongue cannot conceive, nor his not report with my dreams. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom, and I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke.
I love ducks. I see 1,217 of them. But these ducks can get out of control. They pretty much own my house. I pay rent for. They've also caused some disturbances to my neighbors. The poor mailman and my best friend's cat. The neighbors constantly poke my ear off about the ducks. I find they're dropping my or they're too noisy at night. I get it, but I can't stop them soon. He's too afraid to come to my house, and my neighbors have a pit bull. I have to go all the way down to the end of the street to get my mail, and even then I get an earful from him. It's so annoying. I wish I could do something about it, but these ducks are in charge. I suppose I could go pay for my friend's vet bill. Yeah, one of the ducks got territorial and took a chunk off. It sucks to see. I haven't heard much from them since then, but that's to be expected. Run away from my than the next year. Or maybe they need to go. I don't know. But one thing hasn't changed. I still love my ducks.
June 18th, 1932. The State of New York Insurance Department. Dear Sir, the soullessness of corporations is something to stun you. I am myself a victim, and instead of being a man of wealth and honor to the community, I am now a relic of humanity, just from the hands of a surgeon who made an honest effort to restore me to the form in which I grew while reaching manhood's estate. Let me review my case. I carry an accident insurance policy in the New York Indemnity Company, by terms of which the company agreed to pay me $25 a week during such time as I was prevented from working because of an accident. I went around last Sunday morning to a new house that is being built for me. I climbed the stairs, or rather, the ladder that is where the stairs will be when the house is finished, and on the top floor, I found a pile of bricks which were not needed there. Feeling industrious, I decided to remove the bricks. In the elevator shaft, there was a rope and a pulley, and on one end of the rope was a barrel. I pulled the barrel up to the top after walking down the ladder, and then fastened the rope firmly at the bottom of the shaft. Then I climbed the ladder and filled the barrel with bricks. Down the ladder I climbed again, 5 floors, mind you, and untied the rope to let the barrel down. The barrel was heavier than I was, and before I had time to study over the proposition, I was going up the shaft, with my speed increasing at every floor. I thought of letting go of the rope, but before I decided to do so, I was so high that it seemed more dangerous to let go than to hold on, so I held on. Halfway up the elevator shaft, I met the barrel of bricks coming down. The encounter was brief and spirited. I got the worst of it, but continued on my way toward the roof. That is, most of me went on. Much of my epidermis clung to the barrel and returned to earth. I struck the roof the same time the barrel struck the cellar. The shock knocked the breath out of me and the bottom out of the barrel. So I was now heavier than the barrel, and I started down while the barrel started up. We met in the middle of the journey once more, and the barrel uppercut me, pounded my solar plexus, bopped my shins, bruised my body, and skinned my face. When we became untangled, I resumed my downward journey, and the barrel went higher. I was soon at the bottom. I stopped so suddenly, I lost my presence of mind and let go of the rope. This released the barrel, which now at the top of the elevator shaft, fell 5 floors and landed squarely on top of me, and it landed hard. Now, here's where the heartlessness of the New York Indemnity Company comes in. I sustained 5 accidents in 2 minutes. One on my way up the shaft where I met the barrel of bricks, the second when I met the roof, the third when I was descending and I met the empty barrel, the fourth when I struck the barrel, the fifth when the barrel struck me. But the insurance man said that it was 1 accident and not 5, and instead of receiving payment for injuries at the rate of 5 times $25, I only get one $25 payment. I therefore enclose my policy and ask that you cancel the same, having made up my mind that henceforth I am not to be skinned by either barrel or insurance company. Yours sincerely, Fred Allen.
Oh, yeah.
You know her. It's a normal, happy Valentine's Day. Couples are dining, not worried about their red and white wine glass mix-up. The manager specialist selling out, meaning those sweet mashed potatoes with goat cheese and chives are about to be 86th. But well, that wasn't the only thing that was about to be 86th. Yes, things seemed normal, but all was not normal. A big deal is about to go down. A once-in-a-lifetime chance for one Charlotte Montgomery, maitre d' of Don's Steakhouse. Everything must be right. Everything must be perfect if she is to succeed. The staff keep smoking. Mice are loose in the kitchen. Firecrackers keep going off. Someone is stealing tips and credit cards, and everyone is off buying cigarettes and brandy and doing anything but their jobs. Except for Maeve. She was phenomenal as usual and deserves a raise. So, Miss Charlotte Montgomery started to break. Things were not perfect. Then she hears a story that is about to break. A news story written by an undercover journalist who is going to spill the beans on all the shady and uncouth things happening at Don's, and all the drama and gossip. A story that will make Don's Steakhouse a virtual pariah, just like all the others that came before it. She can't let that happen. This is her livelihood, the only thing she knows, and her dream. She comes up with a plan. Kill the journalist before he can finish the story. Some British slang is all she needs to figure out that the busboy is the undercover journalist. She knows the owner keeps a gun in his desk, so she will shoot the busboy and frame the creepy chauvinistic owner. A 2-for-1 deal. There are firecrackers going off, so it's unlikely to be noticed right away. She should have enough time to slip back in and return the gun before anyone finds out. But what our protagonist doesn't know is that said busboy is no longer employed and on the premises, having just been fired by the chauvinist mere minutes prior. She sees an apron-clad man in the exit into the alley. This is her chance. The busboy must go. She doesn't usually go back in the alley, but she is so tunnel-visioned she can see nothing but red. She quickly gets the gun, exits in the alley, and bang! One shot in the back. Is it luck or is it skill? Who can say? She runs to check that her work is done, but to her surprise, she has made a fatal mistake. She has not shot the busboy, but the chauvinist. Perhaps she can still stick to her plan. She wipes the gun and she runs back to the door, but she has found it locked. The code has changed. What to do? She hears footsteps rapidly approaching. She does the only thing she can think of. She runs back to the body, throws the gun on the ground, and prepares to play the innocent bystander. Shot gets up to a hideous sight. Ring comes out, and the true theater begins. Cue the shot, the waterworks, the surprise! And I thought I was the actress.
You look at me, Sam Barber, and wonder how the heck a kid like him could ever mess up dating a girl as amazing as Hannah Benson. Do you like cooking? Well, I love cooking. It's like one of my favorite hobbies, which I know is weird for someone my age. The best thing I cook is my spaghetti bolognese, hands down. I let it simmer for hours so it produces this beautiful, sweet, delicious, tomatoey sauce. What's this got to do with Hannah? I'm getting to that. Hannah and I went on 3 dates. The first date was more like a study session at the library. I had a crush on her. Well, I guess most of us have had a crush on her since, like, forever. And I asked her if she wanted to go see a movie. She smiled and said yes. That was date 2. For date 3, Mom suggested I invite her over for dinner and cook. She says women love a man who can cook. I started on my greatest ever pot of spaghetti bolognese. I minced the garlic, I browned the meat, bought really good tinned tomatoes from the shops, like fancy ones from Italy. I even remembered to take the Baileys out before they got bitter. Hannah arrived at 6 o'clock, dinner was on the table. My mom was home early, so she ate with us and my little sister. I served everybody. I watched Hannah take her first bite, and nothing. No reaction, no smile, no eyes closed, going, nothing. Mom said, "This is a beautiful meal, Sam." But Hannah didn't take the hint. She just chomped away silently till her bowl was empty. The next day, I asked her how she liked the meal. She said it was nice, even if I was acting strange. I asked her about the flavors, how the pasta was cooked. She didn't even try the garlic bread I made. She said, "I'm just not that into food, Sam." And in that moment, something shifted. Mom says this happens sometimes. People get to know each other and discover that they're different. We're still friends. Well, I mean, we're friendly enough for her to tell me she's got a crush on Joe Chopra. But she wasn't the one for me, and that's okay. I know the one for me is out there. Maybe in Italy.
Porcupine, 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 racetrack, porcupine, 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 racetrack, porcupine, 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 racetrack. Watch those porcupines go! Go, you porcupines, go, go, go! Go, you porcupines, don't be slow! Go, you porcupines, go, 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 or I'll lose lots of dough! It's a marvelous day at the porcupine racetrack. We'll watch those little porkies run. The sun, the track, and porcupines, a recipe for fun. And I got a tip for you boys, this porcupine's got to win. He's fallen fast and ready and loaded up with gin. I'll put my dough on lightning, cause it says here he's a sure thing, and the odds are 5-4. And boy, I hope that he's not slower, otherwise then this here Joe will be back on Skid Row. I know that I'm a sinner, but I really need a winner, or the orphanage will close. So God, if you're above, and it's orphans that you love, then please help the porcupine I chose. I'm the slowest porcupine in town, but knowing that don't get me down. It's just that they don't see. 'Cause when they blow that whistle, I will move my little bristles, 'cause nothing's stopping me at the porcupine racetrack. Oh!
5, 6, 7.
Finally, it feels like I've been waiting forever.
There's no time here.
Of course, I just mean,
How can I help you?
I'm here to apply for the haunting permit.
Is this your first time applying for a permit?
Yes, I'm very excited to visit my family.
Your form is incomplete. You left cause of death blank.
Yes, I don't really know what to put here. I don't know how I died. Another reason I want to go.
We need cause of death to issue a permit. If you don't know, we can look it up.
Oh, great. Can you do that, please?
I just need your full name, date of birth, date of death, home planet, and timeline.
Laura Denise Coleman, born January 5th, 1974, died April 9th, 2021, planet Earth, and I'm sorry, but I don't know how to answer the timeline.
You said Earth, right? Who was president when you died?
Oh, Joe Biden.
So that would be the Earth timeline, Zulu Alpha 04 Charlie.
Zula Alpha 04 Charlie. I'll remember that.
Oh. Looks like you died from a brain hemorrhage while you were sleeping.
Well, that kind of sucks, actually.
Were you hoping for something else?
Well, no, I guess not. This isn't very sexy. It seems sort of unfair.
Well, you're from Earth, so that requires additional reading and paperwork.
More paperwork? Why?
There are additional rules for anyone wishing to visit any planet with exceptionally diverse religions and beliefs in the afterlife.
We have exceptionally diverse religions.
You have Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Sikhism, Taoism, Mormonism, Scientology, Confucianism.
Okay, I got it. Why didn't anyone tell me that I would need the extra paperwork when I picked it up?
It's a new policy.
I just picked up the paperwork an hour ago.
There is no time here.
Whatever. Fine. Where's the extra paperwork?
It's at the check-in desk.
So I'll have to wait again?
Yes?
How long?
There is no time here.
You keep saying that. Yeah, it feels like there is.
There's somewhere you have to be.
Hell, no.
You can pick another number.
Well, what if I just read it real quick right now, and can you just let me do the paperwork here without waiting again?
There is a lot to read.
Of course there is. Is there any sort of loophole?
Ma'am, this is a universal entity. Of course there's loopholes.
Great. What is it?
There is no required additional reading. If you are applying for a learner's permit.
Great, and what's the learner's permit?
With the learner's permit, you must be chaperoned at all times.
By whom?
Your chaperone must be from your planet and timeline who has at least 500 Earth hours of haunting.
Well, I guess that would be fine. And how long do I need to have the learner's permit for?
It converts to a full haunting permit when you have completed 50 Earth hours of haunting and passed a written test.
Okay. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Let's do it.
Would you like us to assign your chaperone, or would you like to pick?
I get to pick?
If you like, there are 129,765 eligible chaperones from Zulu, Alpha, Opa, Charlie. I will get you the list.
No, that's okay. I suppose you can just assign me one.
Very well. Your chaperone is Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley? The Elvis Presley?
I don't know.
My mom is going to flip when she finds out she's being haunted by Elvis Presley.
Shall we finish processing your paperwork?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, I just need your ID.
ID? Like a driver's license?
I need a valid form of afterlife issued identification.
I was never given any ID.
You should have applied for one when you arrived.
How was I to know that?
Your welcome host should have walked you through the registration process.
Welcome host. What welcome host?
No one greet you upon your arrival?
No.
This is very curious. Oh, let's look up your welcome host.
What?
Oh, that is very interesting.
What's interesting?
It seems that you were never assigned a welcome host.
What does it mean?
Must have been a clerical error.
But I died, right?
Seems so.
But then why wasn't I assigned a host?
I did say it was interesting.
Is there another afterlife I'm supposed to be on or something?
There is only one afterlife.
Well, can I still get the permit?
Not without an ID.
Any way that I can maybe...
There are no loopholes for the ID.
Fine. Where do I get the ID?
At the Afterlife Registration Office.
And where's that?
It's where all souls arrive upon the death.
But I arrived here.
You arrived at the Department of Hunting Services?
Yes.
That should not have happened.
What?
All souls are to arrive at the Afterlife Registration Office.
Okay. So how do I get to the registration office?
You cannot get there.
Why not?
There is no space here.
But then how am I?
You're here because you belong here.
But don't I belong at the registration office?
It's not my place to say.
But I need an ID, right?
All souls need an ID.
Then I should be there, not here.
Seems likely.
Is there no other way to get the afterlife registration office besides when you die?
All souls also pass through there after a hunting trip.
Great. So I'll go on a quick haunt and then go to the registration office to get my ID.
Need a permit to hunt.
Can't you just give me a temporary permit?
Yes, I can.
Great.
But I'll need your ID.
I feel like I'm not getting you. You said I need an ID to get the haunting permit.
That is correct.
But I need to go haunting to get the registration office in order to get the ID.
That is correct.
Do you not see how maddening this is?
I do not make the rules.
Who does?
No one. They just are.
I'm beginning to lose my patience. I would like to speak to your manager.
There's no manager.
Who do you work for?
Nobody.
Nobody.
It doesn't work like that.
Is there anyone here who can help me?
You take another number, you may wait for another number.
And how long will that take?
There is no time here.
Oh.
you. You know, Bucky Harris, the Yanks manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Well, look at it. If you're a coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, I never met the guys. So you'll have to tell me who's playing, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
I'll tell you the names, but you know, strange as it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
And funny names?
Strange names, pet names, like Dizzy Dean
And his brother Daffy.
Daffy Dean.
And a French cousin.
French
Buffet.
Oh, Buffet Dean, I see. Well, let's see. We have on the bag, we have who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
Are you the man?
Yes.
You want to be the coach too?
Yes.
And you don't know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing first
Who
base.
is on first?
I'm asking you who's on
That's the
first.
man's name.
That's whose name?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yeah.
You got a first base.
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets the
That's
money.
it.
Who gets the money on first
He
base?
does, every dollar. Sometimes this one comes in twice.
Why?
Yes.
All I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name to the contract?
Who?
The guy.
Who?
How does he sign it?
That's how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what's on second?
See who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Don't change the
I'm
player
not
every-
changing nobody.
Take it easy,
Yeah, look,
buddy.
all I'm asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on
I'm
second?
not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Well, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now let's get back to first.
How do I get on third
Well,
base?
you mentioned his name.
Yep. Mention the third baseman's name. Who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on
Oh, there
third.
we go. Back on third again. Well, stay on third base and don't go off it.
All right. What do you want to know?
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third
What
base?
is on third?
No, what is on second?
You don't want who on second.
No, who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Now, sure, the left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
So I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me, who is playing left field?
Who's playing
And
first?
stand out of the infield. I want to know. What's the guy's name in left field?
What is on
I'm
second?
asking who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. The left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
No, he's center field.
What?
Well, that's the fellow's name.
Look, you got a pitcher.
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me the name.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
At what time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who's not pitching?
I'll drink your root missing who's on first. I want to know. What's the pitcher's name?
What's on
I
second?
don't know. Third base. Got a catcher.
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team. You know, I'm a catcher too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up.
Yes?
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base. So I pick up the ball and I throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing that you said,
I
right?
throw the ball to first base.
That's all you got to do.
Now, who's got it?
Yes. Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball to first base, somebody's got to get it. Now,
Naturally.
who?
Naturally.
Natural.
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to
No,
natural.
you don't. You throw the ball to who?
Natural.
That's different.
That's what I
That
said.
you're not saying.
I throw the ball to
You
natural.
throw it to who?
Natural.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Listen, you asked me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as
And
you.
you change them around.
Same as you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball. The guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball, throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know, throws it back to Kamara. Triple play.
Yes.
Now, another guy gets up and it's a loose fly ball to be caught. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's your choice.